things can be true. Y'all, I got a good one for you all today. Two things can be true, okay? You can love your parent and still resent what caregiving is doing to your life, okay? Bitterness. We are going to talk about caregiving bitterness. That's right. Are you bitter? Why are you bitter? What's going on? Up. We're talking about it today on A Touch of Love Talks, the podcast.
Hey loves, welcome to A Touch of Love Talks podcast. I'm Lovey Baxter, family nurse practitioner, master's level social worker, and certified dementia practitioner. I'm so glad you're here. This is a safe space to talk about the challenges of taking care of your aging family member. I'm going to teach you how to protect your peace. Make sure you are informed and supported through this difficult journey. So you made it. You're in the right place at the right time to get the right information. Get comfortable, kick back, and let's dive in.
I'm so glad you all are here today. We are going to talk about something that nobody wants to talk about once again, bitterness. Bitterness. Bitterness comes not because you don't love your parents, not because you're ungrateful, right? But it can slowly change your entire life. It can change your schedule. It can change your emotional capacity. How you are able to deal with everybody else can be a strong indicator because of what you're already dealing with, right? So let's talk about why it shows up in families, why it shows up in caregivers. What's really happening? Yep, what's really happening? I told y'all we are going to peel back the layers on this podcast. This is not just some funny podcast where you're going to just, oh, ha, 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 he. Nope, we are going to talk about the real issues that are plagued with caregiving and being in the sandwich generation. Adult children trying to take care of their now aging parents while they're still trying to work, still trying to take care of their children, but now mom and dad, grandpa, Aunt Susie, Uncle Bob, they need care, right? So let's talk about bitterness and what that means. Let's unpeel it. Clinically, what's happening is caregiving puts your body in chronic stress, okay? So it's constant responsibility, constant anticipation of problems, constant decision making. So what happens? Your nervous system stays on alert, high alert, alert 10, level 10 all the time. Then you become irritable. You become impatient. You become emotionally numb. Then you have guilt, right? Guilt, guilt. Yeah, I have to say that one a couple of times because that one hits hard. It hits heavy. Then with the guilt, then you become always on the edge. Why did they say that? What did they mean by that? Why are they calling me, asking me questions? Pipe down, buttercup. That's because your nervous system is on alert. It's not you. It's not you. And it's okay. We're going to talk about it so you can start equipping yourself with how to be more prepared when something like this happens or how you're dealing with it. So most caregiving or most caregivers, I guess I should say, are not bitter people. They're just tired because they don't have the proper support. Most caregivers are not bitter people. They're just tired, overwhelmed, stressed out. They're stressed out. We're trying to take care of mom, dad, Uncle Bob, Aunt Susie. So let's talk about why families struggle with this. They struggle with it because there are different coping mechanisms. Some siblings avoid it because they don't want to see the decline. You know what? I cannot stand to see mom like that. That's not the mom I know. That's not the dad that, we grew up with. I can't stand to see him like that. So what do? Meow. Gone. Y'all like my sound effects? Meow. They're gone. They don't want to deal with it. They may send money. They may call and check on the phone. Hey, is everything okay? But they're not going to be the ones with the boots on the ground. They're not going to do it. Okay, so then you got your busybodies, right? The ones that, oh, I got my career, or, I've got this, I've got that, I've got this. I don't have time. I'll write a check. Again, they'll write a check, but they don't want to deal with what is going on. They don't want to be the main contact. They don't want to deal with anything other than sending an email, sending a text message, or maybe a phone call. Hmm. This is why families struggle with it, because everybody has to deal with it from different ways. They're different coping mechanisms. Okay. So caregiving will cause you to be bitter, but mostly because you're isolated. Your siblings don't want to deal with it. So who does that leave? You going back to your nervous system, being on high alert because you're the only one dealing with it. That is so hard. It's so hard. So hard to do. So what you need to hear is you can love someone deeply and still grieve what caregiving has changed in your life. You can love mom and dad and still be upset that you can't work a 9 to 5 because you got to take care of them. You can't have a relationship because nobody's going to understand why you're living with mom or dad. Hello, because you can't afford to hire somebody full time to come in. Full time caregivers, full time caregivers are expensive. Ask me how I know, right? So now you got to be the one to give up your life, your personal life, your career to deal with it. Wow. So what you need to hear is it's okay to feel some type of way. You can be grateful for your parents and miss your freedom. It's okay. You can be a devoted child, adult child, meaning you could be a devoted adult child to your mom and your dad and still ask for help. You don't have to do it all, because I want mom and dad to know that I love them or I appreciate them. So I got to do it all. I. No, we're not going to discuss that today, but that's a whole different issue. You don't have to be the only one working and doing it. And sometimes it's out of the sheer fact that you don't have anybody else. We're not talking about that. We're talking about when others are available, but nobody is tapping into who can do what and putting everybody in the right seat so that mom and dad have what they need. The bus is going down the street, but you're trying to be in the driver's seat. Then you get out the driver's seat, you come to the back, and you're trying to be the caregiver. And now you're trying to be in the seat that pays the bill. Now you're trying to be in the seat that pays, attention to everything else that's going on. Hey, you've got other people. We got to figure out how to utilize. Bitterness comes from the fact that something important has gone unspoken for too long. Somebody was afraid to say something. Somebody was afraid to say, I need help. So we got to fix that. We got to fix that because you cannot continue to operate in a mind and a heart filled with bitterness. That's not what your mom or dad would want. That's not what your aging family member would want. So it shows up because not everybody is in the right seat on the bus. So today, talking about this, I hope that is going to peel back the layers so you can see who needs to be in the right seat on the bus. so that mom and dad can get what they need and they can get the care that they deserve, right? Getting your body out of that chronic stress, fight or flight. That's what you're doing. You're just in chronic stress. I got to do this. I got to do that. Irritability, no patience. And heaven forbid, like I said, you're emotionally numb. You're just, boom, boom, boom. Like I said, you're just going, trying to get everything done. There is so much help out here, but you have to be willing to receive it. And even before you receive it, you got to be willing to accept the fact that I don't have to do it all, even if it's just only me. Because I know y'all gonna be down in my comment section saying, well, Lovey, I'm a only child, so it's just me. No, baby, there is help out there for you too. And I want you to get it. I want you to receive the help because your mom and dad don't want you to be out here by yourself. They don't. They want you to be living your best life, even if they didn't plan to be living their best life at this age and you don't have the proper, funds or you don't have the proper setup or whatever it is, there is still help out here. I want y'all to put down in the comments what role you're playing in taking care of your loved one. Let me know. I want to know who's the busybody, who I can't deal with it. I got work. I got whatever else. I got a family, so I can't deal with it. I want to know if you can confess to that. I want to know who's the one that is, I'll write a check, but I just can't stand to see mom like that. So I can't come around. I can't stand to see dad, in that condition. And I didn't even talk about the ones that are, well, I guess that kind of goes with the ones not being able to see it. The ones like, oh, I can't change a diaper. I can't change poop. Oh, that's not me. I can't see blood or I can't, no, no, no. That's not me. It's okay. There's still ways to support each other. There are still ways to be there for each other as a sibling group or even as a familia, family. Start speaking Spanish on y'all. There's help out here. So, how can we move away from being that bitter family, operating out of bitterness, right? Because you can't pour from an empty cup. You just can't. We talked about that in the first episode when I started telling you all what I was going to be talking about in my podcast. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So, in order to move away from bitterness, you've got to protect the moments that are not about caregiving. What? It's all caregiving. It's not. There are moments when you can just sit and laugh with your mom or dad, where you can just sit and hold their hand. There are moments where you can just rest, step away, clear your mind, not think about being a caregiver. Can't you bring somebody in? There are services out there, home care agencies where you can hire somebody to come in. My program, Love in Action, we bring people in so you can go to the grocery store, so you can go to church, so you can go out with your friend group. Get away, get out the house. Can it be expensive? It can. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say that it can't, but it is an option. 2 or 3 days a week to get you out of the house so you can keep your peace of mind and protect your peace of mind. Because taking a break and taking downtime does not mean that you're abandoning mom or dad, right? It doesn't mean that you don't love them. It means you love yourself enough to know I've got to back up. I've got to take a break. And there's nothing wrong with that. So let's talk about some encouraging words to get your family out from being I guess, in this mindset of bitterness, operating in this mindset, in this cloud of bitterness. We got to get you out of that. My name is Lovey. I operate in love, right? So we got to bring some love to this and get the bitterness out of it. So if you are listening today and you are the brother, the sister, the family member who is not the primary caregiver, know that the caregiver is not angry with you. They're not. I'm speaking for them. I'm telling you because they probably can't tell you. They're not mad at you. They're not angry with you. They are overwhelmed. That's right. They're just overwhelmed. It's too much. And they don't know how to say it because either they have the guilt on their back and they feel like if they don't do it, then nobody else is going to do it, or it's already been verbalized, or they have had that tag put on their back that they are the primary caregiver. They're the one that the family's depending on to make it happen. They're not angry. They're just overwhelmed. So, since they can't tell you, I'm giving you the Cliff Notes version of how to help. Here we go. Y'all ready? Here we go. They want you to lighten the load, okay? Don't say, "What's wrong? What do you need? What? What's wrong?" Simply say, "Hey, how can I help? How can I lighten the load?" Because the load is heavy. We know that, right? So we want to be careful with our words. How can I lighten the load? Then that puts the onus on them to tell you a specific task that you can do to help them. Now, if you have been ear hustling and you're the caregiver that's kind of bitter, but we're not going to say it out loud, all right? We don't want nobody to know. It's not the end of the story. It's okay. I'm bitter. Shoot, I'm the one that's been doing everything. I'm the one that's been doing all the appointments, keeping the medication straight, changing the diapers, changing the linen, washing the laundry. It's okay. It's not the end of the story that you're bitter. It's just the signal that something has been wrong. I want you to hear me when I continue to say, you can't pour from an empty cup. You don't have to be the hero, okay? You don't have to be the one that has the heavy load. Divide that load up and let the appropriate people do the appropriate task. If you have the one sibling that or family friend or whoever that says, you know what, I can't change diapers, but I can run the errands, let them do it. Let them do it. It doesn't make you look good or look better because you're the one doing everything. At this point in 2026, you look crazy. There it is, I said it. You who look crazy trying to do it all. Because we all know now, because everybody talks about mental health, right? We all know that trying to be everything for everybody else and not taking care of yourself is absolutely crazy. It's 2026. Stop it. Stop. Your mom and dad know that you love them. Aunt Susie knows that you love her. Uncle Bob knows. So you don't have to do it all. There are agencies out there that can help you. There are people out here that will do it for free. You just have to be connected to the right people. Remember when I decided that I was going to do this podcast, I told you you need to be in the right place at the right time to get the right information. Today's the day. Stop. I'm telling you, stop. You don't have to do it all. If you're ready, here it is. This is how I'm going to help you. This is how I'm going to tap into you. Not only can you email me at touchoflovetalks@gmail.com, you can email me your problems, email me your questions. A touch of love talks at gmail.com. But put in the comments under this video, help me. We just gonna keep it real simple. Help me. Help me, right? Because being a caregiver is sometimes ghetto. Yep, I said it. Talk about me later, but I said it. It is not attractive. It is not cute. There are times where you look and you say, what in the world did I get myself into? Why me? And that is okay. I'm so grateful that you took up the task, but I want you to be healthy, both mentally, spiritually, physically. High blood pressure is a real thing. Y'all, I told y'all that I was going to try not to be medical on this podcast, but medicine is what I do. So here's your medicine. Here's your medical clip for the day. Hypertension is real and it's silent. Did you hear that? It's silent. Y'all know I'm crazy. It is. It's the silent killer. So you're stressing over taking care of mom and dad and Aunt Susie and Uncle Bob, and you are killing yourself because you're trying to do it all. And now, on top of that, you're bitter. Bitter. And your blood pressure's high. We got to work on something. So either we going to work on your blood pressure, or we going to work on the bitterness, or we going to work on both. Which one you going to do? Right? We can tackle them all. If you're a go-getter like that, we can tackle them both, or we can chip away at it. So pick one. Put in the comments which one you want to do. Just put bitter or put hypertension. HTN. That's the acronym for hypertension. Which one do you want to do? But we got to do something. That's right. Or if you're the go-getter, then put both. Shoot, put both in the comments. I'm going for all of it. I want my peace back. I'm coming for my peace. It's the second month of the year, right? Shoot, it's 2026. We gotta have peace this year. And we can have it still taking care of the ones that we love. Right? All jokes aside, we can still have our peace taking care of the ones that we love, but we got to do it the right way and we got to equip ourselves with the right knowledge and the right resources, right? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just kind of, y'all know me. If you know me, you know that this is just who I am. I'm coming with the jokes, I'm coming with the laughter, but at the same time, I'm going to push you to be the best you because, hey, I got love for you, right? I do. So, getting your family back together. I didn't got way off track. Getting your family back together. You have to first listen. If you're the brother or the sister or the family member that's not involved, get involved some kind of way. Help some kind of way. The caregiver, the primary caregiver, they need it. They may not say it, they need it. You know their personality. You can figure out where you can do just a little bit more. Don't try to come in and just take over and start doing stuff. No, that's not what I'm saying. We're not trying to tear the family up, but just start doing little things. Okay, if I am in how can if I'm working from a distance, then we live in a world where we can drop ship anything. Let me take the load of ordering supplies off of your hand. Let me order the groceries for you all. Just tell me what you need and pay for it too. Do whatever you can do. I mean, I'm just saying, look at the situation. Take your blinders off from dealing with it from dealing with it from your coping mechanism eyes, right? Because if you're avoidant personality, you're trying to avoid what you're listening to or what you're watching or what you're dealing with. Take those blinders off so that you can see from the primary caregiver's eyes. See what they're going through. See how you can help, okay? If you're the caregiver, let them help, let them do what they can do. It may not be how you like it, it may not be how you've done it. That's okay. It's help. And maybe it will give you an hour back of your time, 2 hours back, a day, who knows? But we won't know unless you let them help. Caregiving can make you tired. It can leave you frustrated. Trust me, I know. It can also leave you bitter, but it can bring clarity, it can bring compassion, and it definitely can bring deeper connection. Okay? When your family or when your group that is working with your elder or the person in your family that needs care, when y'all can come together, okay, and you can learn to love your elder and still ask for help, you can show up for not only yourself, but you can show up for each other, and then nobody loses themselves. Caregiving doesn't have to be perfect, it has to be healthy. It does not have to be perfect, it just has to be healthy. And there can be balance found in loving your mom, dad, or whoever you're caring for and not losing who you are as well. Again, thank y'all for stopping in so that we could chat for a little bit. I'm so happy that you came to the right place at the right time to get the right information. So, listen, our sponsor, A Touch of Love Care Home, is a residential care home that provides residential assisted living for senior citizens. That's right. Anybody who cannot safely live by themselves. And maybe they don't want to go to an assisted living or a facility that's bigger. They want to be in an actual home. That's what A Touch of Love Care Home provides. They provide all their meals, their laundry, all of their care, medication management, and it is overseen by a nurse practitioner and a social worker by the name of Lovey Baxter. That's right. I am so happy that you all found this space. This is a safe space. We're going to laugh, we're going to joke, but we're also going to talk about the hard things. So, until next time, bye, loves.
All right, loves, that's it for now. If this conversation helped you in any way, then go ahead and subscribe so you can stay connected. And don't forget to hit that bell so you can be in the right place at the right time to get the right information. Hey, until next time, protect your peace and advocate for the one you love.